Hello folks, how are you today? So we are back here, and today we are going to discuss one aspect of finding your inner beauty is positivity. And this is so important, and this is something that I always thought was a bit of kind of fluffy, kind of, clouds in the sky, people yelling and clapping, but positivity, I don't know what I mean by that, is so important day to day. And I realised that I used to come from a very negative place, and therefore I was attracting negative circumstances, negative people into my life. So since I've kind of become more aware of my thoughts and started to become positive, I've definitely noticed more positive people coming into my life and positive situations. So how would you describe your personality in 5 words? Are you fun? Are you bubbly? Are you energetic? Or are you miserable? I don't know. How would you describe you as a person? Just in 5 words. Just take a moment or two to write those down. So your mental diet determines your character and personality, and what I mean is, what are you feeding your mind every single day? So are you feeding your mind, negative news stories, negative situations? Are you around people who are really draining and who only talk about negative and who focus on the negative? Or are you feeding your mind positive affirmations, positive stories? This became very important to me when I was kind of retraining my brain. I decided that I didn't want to watch TV anymore. I didn't want to watch the news. I didn't want to watch anything that was being fed to me, because I had no control over that. So when I was going through this really, really difficult time in my life, I wanted to make sure that the information that was fed into my brain was positive. So as I said, I didn't watch the news, I didn't listen to the radio, I only chose audios and visuals that I wanted in my head. So the TV never goes on unless it's for the wee one now. I never listen to the news. I have no idea what's going on in the world unless I choose to go and look at something. And do you know what? It's made such a massive difference to my life. There's a lot of things that I don't need to know, because I'm an empath and I'm so affected by everything. If I see anything on the TV that's, harmful to another human being or an animal, it just breaks my heart and really, really affects me and stays with me for a long time. Your information, the books, the conversations that you're having, they're all in your control, so you can feed your mind in a more positive way. And this is going to make you a much more confident person. It's going to make you a more influential person, and it's also going to allow you to serve others. Make a clear decision today that you're going to change your mind, that you are going to be responsible for what you feed your mind. Mental fitness is a little bit like physical fitness. So we really focus on getting really fit and really healthy, and we do that consistently day after day. Some of us, not me. But mental fitness is equally as important. It's something that you have to focus on day after day after day to see any results. And personally for me, I've been doing it now for the best part of 2 or 3 years. Every single day I've had to focus on my mental fitness, because if my mental fitness is off, everything else is off. So we're going to focus on positivity and what things that you can do in your day-to-day life that will increase the positivity in your life. Number 1, positive affirmations. 95% of your emotions are determined by what you're saying to yourself. So again, going back to that internal cog in your head that's feeding you information, what are you saying to yourself? So when I started doing affirmations, I just thought, they just sounded like total cuckoo, and why would I need to do that? I don't need to affirm anything to myself. I know who I am. But actually with positive affirmations, what they do is they train your subconscious, and they get you into a state of believing as if. So, we're not talking about present tense. So I might be feeling underconfident today, for example. I'm not going to say to myself, I don't really feel that confident. I'm going to say to myself, I am confident, or I would like to feel like I could be confident. That's always a good one when you're starting out. Is instead of saying I am, which is really important when you do affirmations, you could say I would like to feel like I am confident. So you could say things like, I've got loads of affirmations up here. I am strong, capable and resilient. So when I first started saying that one, I did not believe that I was strong, capable and resilient, but now I absolutely do, because my subconscious has heard it so many times that it knows that I am. So there are no limits to what I can achieve. I am fully open to receiving opportunities that come my way. I wish you could see my vision board here. What else have I got? I'm in the process of becoming my best version of myself. I am wealthy. I am beautiful, brilliant and brave. All of these things, when I started, I didn't feel any of these things, but now I actually do. And you can use this for any aspect of your life. So, if you want to achieve a goal, or if you want to master something, or if you just want to have more confidence in a situation, these have really helped me just calm me down, especially going into a situation that I might feel anxious about. Or I might need that little bit of confidence. Another good one is I am calm and confident. Just really basic. I am calm and confident. Okay, so positive affirmations done. Positive visualization. So this is about visualizing how you would like your life to be. So we're going to forget about what life is like at the moment, even if it's really thumbs down. So you want to imagine what your life is going to be like in the future. And this is what I've really tried to do within myself, is not focus on what's happening now, on my present, but actually visualize what is coming to me, what's happening in my future. And the one way that I've done this is through a vision board. It's right up here in front of me now, and I'd take it down if I could, but I'm going to stick up a little picture of it. And it's just my vision of my future life, and this could be in the next couple of weeks, or it could be in the next couple of years, but it just gives me something to visualize, and when I can see it still when I close my eyes. When you're doing visualization, and this is something that it actually took me a long time to master, and I couldn't quite see anything, but after a while it just became second nature. And now I make sure I visualize and I focus on what I want for at least 17 seconds. Because then those things come to fruition. I can absolutely tell you that all of my visualizations have come to pass so far. So I'm on my second vision board now, and my first one absolutely came true, and this one is definitely in the process of becoming true too. Positive people. So you have a choice who you surround yourself with, whose energy you want to be around. And I realized this after a while. Anybody that left me feeling negative or kind of anxious in any way or downtrodden or anything, I had to remove from my life. And not because I didn't love them, but it was just that they weren't serving me at that point in their life. And I was that person at one point. I was that negative Nelly, and you really have to avoid those people, because that's unwanted stress that you don't want in your life, and it is not going to bring you towards a higher purpose or a higher goal or become your greatest version. So I find now that when people are negative, and I can definitely still be negative, I just don't I just avoid them, or I'm kind of walk away from the conversation or whatever, because usually it just brings me down. Even if it's your own family, friends, just walk away from that, or small doses. And that's all about self-care and self-love. So again, positive mental food. So really be aware of what you're watching. So Ralph Smart says that television tells lies to your vision, and it's so true. It feeds you all of this garbage that you don't need in your life, and yet it's fed into your subconscious, and you start thinking it's reality, and it really isn't. So what I do now instead is I might watch a YouTube video, and I actually choose what I watch. I mainly watch YouTube, or I read books, or I listen to music, but I rarely would ever put on the radio unless it was something that I choose to listen to, or the TV unless it was like a documentary or something that I choose. Okay, sometimes I might watch like the odd kind of trashy TV, but again, I've chosen that, so that's okay. Positive training and development. So Jim Rohn said that formal education will make you a living, but self-development education will make you a fortune. And he doesn't just mean wealth with this, but he means a fortune of abundance, so whatever that means to you. So you get to control your life when you develop yourself. It also increases the speed and the flow of good things towards you in becoming your best version, so that you can reach greater heights. Positive health habits. So are you in control of what you're nourishing your body? Have you got really positive wellness habits, health habits, self-care habits? Because fatigue is a killer of us all, and we don't want to spend most of our lives on this planet exhausted. Although some of us mums definitely are exhausted all the time, but we can do something about it by really feeding ourselves well. And I've been doing that for the last month with the 30 Days to Healthy Living Reset, just feeling so much better because my body has got the right fuel in it. So I'm just feeling so much more energetic and great. So you can absolutely feel that good. Positive expectations. So you can expect the greatest things coming into your life, and they will if you positively expect it. So expect to be the most popular in the room, expect to be the best at something, or expect for this day to go well. That's what I do every morning. I wake up and I say, today's going to go really well. And do you know what? Most of the time it does. So if we expect the best, not what we're trained to expect the worst, because then that's what you're going to attract. Is basic law of attraction. So be compassionate to everyone around you and to yourself, because you're doing the best job that you can, and every single person out there is doing the best job that they can within their limitations. So be generous, and I don't just mean with money, I mean with your time, with your energy, with your aliveness. Just be generous, and don't forget about your inner child. Okay, so I'm 35, but my inner child still wants to be playful and excited, and that is what is going to bring goodness to me. And all you mums out there, don't be so serious. Go down and get dirty and play with your kids and just be a child again, because that is really going to bring positivity into your life. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and any comments or questions, put them below. But I hope I helped today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.